Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Leonardo Dicaprio and Vittoria Ceretti. So let's see what their current circumstances are. We'll do Leo first, and then we will do for Victoria. Four of Cups. All right. So some dissatisfaction about love already. What? Bored? The star is bored by the looks of it. Um, Geez, already. Okay, so yeah, it's been a couple of years. So is there some dissatisfaction with this going on? Okay, let's just see. Things look like they're on the happy side. Things are all going well by the looks of it. Ooh, Three of Cups, though. That could mean that. Is this a celebration? Is this. Maybe doesn't want to move forward on that? Five of Swords. Yeah, arguing on that. Okay. So, what I'm getting here is maybe doesn't want to get married. There seems to be some dissatisfaction about. Because they're both famous. So but because one might be more famous than the other, then it becomes they're not as famous, so then they become an afterthought. I don't know why I'm getting it like that. Well, okay. Two of Swords. Looks like arguments maybe about a celebration. So is this not wanting to tie the knot? Like arguing about that fact? What is that? Ah, the moon. The unknown. Okay. And making a decision about this. Kind of not sure what to do, perhaps. Let's see. Empress. It's almost like making a hard, painful decision or trying to avoid something here. Avoiding her? Oh, or is this a third party? Or is this just a vision that she has that he isn't liking? Um, it's almost like it's almost like wow, okay. Clearly dissatisfaction here with the Four of Cups, okay? So arguing about a celebration, not really wanting to see this vision that she has about maybe getting married. Is a lot of unknown that he's thinking about. Just maybe unknown whether she's the one as the Empress. I don't know. It's almost like there's a lot of attraction. But this is a painful decision. Is he planning to leave? Is it getting too serious? There's arguments here already. Is there a third party? There could be a third party here. We do have a Queen of Wands and the Empress. However, this if she's the Empress or if he has an Empress here, um, is she just showing that side of herself, that vision that she has for what she wants in her life as having love with a star? There's some dissatisfaction here, though. And I feel like it's about, is it a excuse me, is it a competition about who's more famous or how she's getting put as the afterthought, maybe? I don't know. Is that where she's has this dissatisfaction that she's not as important, even though she's, I don't know what she does, but whatever she does is, she's obviously, is it because of him that she's famous? I don't know. I feel like she has her own thing that's made her famous. Because I feel like he only really gravitates to stars, people of high status, or somebody in the limelight. And he usually goes for girls that are really young compared to him, like half his age. So I don't know how he can relate to them if they're so much younger than him. Like, I feel like there's this, it's almost like a fatherly thing. Like he's the older one, so he knows better. I don't know why it's coming through like that. There's arguments, though, maybe about getting married or people saying things of their relationship. I don't know. It's almost like it's almost like refusing to go to the next step or not wanting to go to the next step. There's the Two of Swords there. This is about a decision, and he might have been making a decision here and arguing that fact about a celebration or about three people. If it is a third party here, there's arguments and a painful decision and looking at thinking about the unknown or the hidden element. Is it going to be revealed? Oh, is it over now with the death card? Or is this going to transform to the next stage of actually getting engaged, getting married, and going to the next part of this relationship? I feel like it's almost like just the girlfriend or just the boyfriend. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's oh is okay, there's gonna be some honest communication. All right, let's see about twin flame union. Life partner holiday. Is he gonna meet his he might go on holiday here. Is he gonna meet his life partner there? Because this looks like it might end. Or maybe it will transform. I don't know. It's showing that they're arguing, that there's a problem here. I was going to just do him and then her, but it came out that way. I'm going to stay with that. It's the two of them, and they both might decide to end this out. Let's just see if they do end it. Who's coming in for him? This will be who this is. All right, there might be a hard transition about the lifestyle and get caught up in material items. There might be time apart because of that. So, do they transform this? She may reach out. They may have a private getaway for two at the holiday, maybe to patch things up. Or is this someone else coming into Leo's life? Huh. Well, definitely sees the worth here. Um, Not that it depends on someone else to see your worth. I mean, you need to see your worth. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Let's see what lesson has to change for this to come together. What has to change here? All right, words left unsaid eventually turn into a burden. So, and that may be that he's feeling like he's not saying how he truly feels about this. And it just ends. Let's see. Settling always breeds resentment. So I feel like he may have felt like he settled, and there is an empress out there for him. Getting lost means you're outgrowing the map. So maybe feeling a bit lost. So I feel like with this must be someone new coming in. And the thing is with this material items, that may put a pause between you and him, where you have a bit of time apart because of that reason, getting used to that type of lifestyle or not sure how to deal with that type of lifestyle. Silence proves you were never in control, so maybe you were trying to control the narrative. So eventually, after that material attachment, there's some time apart where silence, there's nobody there anymore. That makes you really realize you were never in control of the situation. You tolerated what your future self would never accept. And this may have been how it was handled. Maybe you stepped out of who you really are because of the material attachments. Growth doesn't ask for permission, it just disrupts. And so it may have disrupted this relationship, and you may have felt like it cost you the whole thing, but you're going to reach out and he's going to invite you to go somewhere. Emptiness clears what fullness was hiding. So he may have felt he had a full life here, but after it ends, I feel like he realized just how empty it really was, even when he was with this person, with Victoria. So I feel like, do they come back together? It could be her, but I kind of feel like if it does end, this is someone new. If it isn't, and this is her coming back with time apart here, it may have been because of material attachments, or I'm getting like, I don't know why it's like that. Maybe about how they're going to share wealth, or I don't know. There's maybe, I don't know. Let's just see what's showing up. Okay. The doors of joy will open for him when he meets and realizes who this is to him. It may be his real empress. She may be Victoria, may be just the Queen of Wands that he was attracted to, but the real empress he may end up finding, who ends up once learning a lesson here. Ah, this is a twin flame. This may be somebody he crosses paths with quite frequently, or will be reflecting on things and healing those shadow sides, looking at, um, kind of trying to face whatever desires he has, or obsessions, or control issues. So let's see about what doors will open for discovery. Okay, it's on the fence, so maybe hasn't yet discovered you. Dreaming. So we'll look at what you're dreaming about. Doors of mystery. You may not know that he is the one that you're going to be matched with, and doors to nature. So you may be, I'm getting like, maybe you're an environmentalist, maybe you like to be outdoors, maybe you like organic food. Door of discovery is on the fence, so maybe it just hasn't happened yet. And ooh, doors of visions. So you may have some type of revelation or prophecy or sight, senses, apparition. Something's going to show up for you that's going to show you the way, or her the way, whoever this is. I feel like this might be someone new. So let's look at the death card. Show me the death card. Wow, you just keep throwing things out at me here. Show me the death card. Okay. All right, there's a decision to be made. Looks like a lot of adrenaline about walking away, and there is somebody that he is meant to build with here, somebody that he is meant to do something with. Is this her, though? With the temperance, I mean, this is life purpose that he has. He's looking for adventure in his journey, maybe, or something that's, I don't know, there's something going on here when it comes to a life purpose. He has a life purpose. She may have a life purpose, but is it meant to happen together? Let's look at the worthy. Okay, so this is an offer that comes later after this. This is a teamwork dynamic, And this is somebody that's manifested this to come together, not knowing that things were empty for him until he meets his Empress, wanting to give more to you. And this could be that you get used to having that. So, yeah, facing that materialism, not used to being in that type of dynamic, and could be that you don't realize how that makes you look when that time apart has to come. Now, maybe you had to go home, maybe you were on holiday when you met him, maybe you go on holiday with him. However it shows up for you, it's about facing control or facing, it's like giving back just as much as you get. And he may be giving to you, and you may be just taking, taking, taking. Yeah, and there's definitely a nightmare that you have slayed. So whatever it is that was haunting you isn't going to haunt any longer. You see the vision of this overflowing love. There's the Queen of Wands and the fight to have that. So she may be trying to fight you to for this love, because the Queen of Wands is here with the Empress. So she may be trying to take him back from you if you are the Empress and she is the Queen of Wands. Third party could be here, that you are the third party that comes between these two, or it shows that, yeah, there's someone else here that he may be interested in. So maybe he sees you or meets you when he's still involved with Victoria. It's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there is a breakup here. And there are two other cups here. So to me, this is saying that this is a breakup, and she's trying to come back in to fight for this. There's courage. There's a wounded warrior and plans. So even though she comes back and may try to wound him, um, it looks like you're still making your plans forward. So, and yeah, there might be some arguments between Leo and Victoria, because she's trying to fight for this love too. And you've already shown up. So we'll just leave that like so. Let's crack the deck. Yeah, you're going to speak some truth, or you want the truth. What's going on here? Are you with me or are you with her? there's there's the marriage card. Amazing. So I don't feel like he was willing to marry her, but for you, you are his empress, whoever you are, because Victoria is the other person here. So that is kind of what I'm getting here. So let's see what initials show up for first, middle, or last name that has the potential for this at this point. Kindness, having compassion, doing a good deed, give and receive, abundance here, order, peace amidst chaos. It's your destiny. Wow. And it's amazing. And romance. Love it. So, being courted, treating yourself, falling in love, this abundance too, the financial gains is where that materialism goes off the chart. So, then there's time apart from him. Maybe he has a movie to go to or do. Whatever the case is, there's time apart. It doesn't mean that it's not together, but uh, just not in the same space, where he's in another place in the country and or another country, and you're left at home or whatever, if for whatever reason. So there's reaching out and then meeting up. So maybe you end up going to the destination, you just couldn't go when he left. That's all. So whatever the case is, there's something going on here. K-A-R-O and F, maybe in your first, middle, or last name. And so take what does resonate, leave the rest. Of course, this is just a general reading, so it is, what was I going to say? Oh, thank you for all the donations, all your super thanks, and of course, just watching the videos. I appreciate y'all. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.